Hi guys, thanks for joining me again. Okay, so today I went out on a 18-mile run in some new-ish trainers. I went out for a run today in the ADIDAS ADIZERO SUB2. So these are a proper old school racing flat. I actually ran the 2019 London Marathon in a pair of these. I enjoyed my run today in them. It was nice to have that little bit of cushioning in them. They were real minimal. They're old school racing flat because most racing shoes nowadays are super stacked with like a 39, 40 mil chunk of foam with carbon plates and all sorts of running aids in there. These were before all that sort of thing came out, so they've got such a minimal amount of cushioning in there, and it's boost light, so they were really lightweight trainer, really fast. They've just got the bare minimum to make them comfortable over a marathon distance. And just to put it into perspective, the stack height on these, they have got a drop, so they've got a 6 mil heel to toe drop, but the toe is 15 millimeters of cushioning and the heel is 21 mil of cushioning. So just to put that into some kind of perspective, the other shoes I was looking at, I looked at the Ultra Escalante, and they've got a 24 mil zero drop cushioned sole, so they're quite a bit more chunky. And even the Escalante Racers, which are a stripped down version, even they've got a 22 millimeter stack of cushioning in there. So these ones that I've got, these Adidas ones, are even more minimal than the Escalante Racers by quite a long way, actually, by quite a bit. So they're really light, they're really fast, they've got just the right amount of cushioning. They're not super cushioned, they're quite a firm cushioned sole, but they work really well. I was a little bit concerned because these are discontinued now. I mean, I bought mine in that I ran the 2019 London Marathon in. I bought mine in 2018 in the sale because they were discontinued. So, you know, the model is 5-6 years old now, and like I say, everything's completely changed. No one really does racing flats now, which is a real shame. So I think these are going to be the ones that I'm going to run the London Marathon in. I'd love to run the London Marathon in the Vibram 5-finger V-Run, which are a barefoot shoe, great shoe, lovely shoe to run in. But I'm just a bit aware that this is a great opportunity. It's quite an honour to be able to run the London Marathon again, and a real privilege, and I don't want to stuff that up by getting a DNF. I did not finish because I chose the wrong shoes. And a slight issue that I've got with the V-Run that I've got, I don't know whether it's just the pair that I've got or whether, you know, it affects other people, but it feels like under my right big toe that I'm running on a pebble or a stone or a piece of grit. Something's got stuck under there. I'm only talking about 2 or 3 millimeters, but obviously I felt it on the half marathon that I did, thinking that I'd got a piece of grit or a piece of gravel stuck under my big toe, and that wasn't the case. It's actually in the shoe, or the way my toe sits in the shoe, and so it makes it really uncomfortable. It made it really uncomfortable running 13 miles, so running 26 miles I think would be, you know, I'd be hobbling by the end of it. So anyway, that was my thoughts and my concerns about the V-Run. So it's 4 weeks today. The London Marathon is 4 weeks today, 23rd of April. And then 3 weeks to the day after that, I'll be running my 35-mile ultra. And I've still not really decided on shoes for either. I think I'm probably going to be wearing these Adidas for the London Marathon because they're just a bit more forgiving on that hard pavement. 26 miles of pavement and road in barefoot shoes it's doable. I mean, there's loads of people out there that will be able to do it. And I even saw people in 2019 running the London Marathon barefoot, like completely barefoot, which is amazing. That's absolutely incredible. But I am unfortunately not at that place right now, so I wouldn't be able to do that myself. So these Adidas, I think, are going to be the best compromise that I'm going to get. For a whole £15 that they cost second hand, I'm very, very happy with that, because as I say, they look pretty much brand new. The outsole on them is Continental rubber, and the grip on it is phenomenal. I mean, I went out today and it was raining, it was horrible, you know, it was pretty slimy underfoot in places, and they just gripped. I never ever, I mean, I was totally on road, you know, I never went off road for a second, and they were totally dialed in, gripped like bite, you know, real. It was absolutely brilliant. The price to pay with that is the last pair that I had, even though I did get quite a lot of mileage in them because I did all my training for the marathon in them as well. I actually went through, I think it's the first pair of, well, it is definitely the first pair of running shoes that I actually went through on the ball of my foot. So, you know, they're definitely made for race day, not for long training sessions or, you know, long training plans running up to race day. They are really designed for race day itself. So yeah, so I'm pretty pleased that I think I found my shoe to run the London Marathon in. I just need to get some more training in them today. So I did a 18-mile run in them today. Next Sunday is a 20-mile, and that's going to be the longest one of this 12-week training plan. So going to do the 20 miles in them next week, and hopefully that'll set me up, and then I'm going to be using them on race day. I've still got lots of running to do in between, running Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays. Hopefully now my cold's out the way, I'll be able to do that, but I'll definitely be doing Wednesday, Fridays and Sundays. The Wednesday and the Friday I will probably alternate between barefoot shoes and these ADIDAS ADIZERO Sub2 old school racing flats. Really enjoying them. Nice to have that little bit of cushioning underfoot, I must admit. But they're quite nice to be locked into a minimal racing flat like this. So really pleased with having that extra bit of cushioning for the impact of 26 miles. The ultra marathon, I am airing towards the Merrell Vapor Glove 4, which are super minimal barefoot shoes. So stay tuned, let's see if that changes, but it looks like that might be the one for now. So thanks very much for joining me again. Just a quick catch up on how things are going with the training for the London Marathon and what my thoughts are with shoes for that day. Hope everybody's having a fantastic time and their training plans are going really well, and I will catch you again very soon. Thanks for tuning in. If you made it all this way, thank you very much, and I really appreciate it. Catch you again soon. Cheers.